new gameplay mechanics will give you more control before and after the snap. Adjust the length of your primary route with custom stems. Switch players directionally with the new switch stick for post-snap control. Master the new kicking meter and call a number of new hot routes at the line. For more on gameplay and playbooks, check out the Campus Huddle blog. Subscribe today to get the latest EA Sports.
Love and light. Welcome back to another edition of Dominating Impulse College Football EA Sports 25 Breakdown. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody, and I do mean everybody, that ran up that last video and continue to run up that video as we all await, and I mean await, 69 days away until the official season kickoff. So we're like about 3.5 weeks away from the digital version and the pre-order July 19th versions of this game. I'm very excited. I'm very humbled, and I'm very shocked. I've been working so hard for a long time, doing a lot of different content, getting to this point. So I want to thank you guys. I ain't even going to hold up too much more of your time. We're getting closer to 1,000 subscribers, so let's run up those reactions with a like, subscribe, and a notification bell as we deep dive the game that we love. So let's get started. At the time of this recording dropping, there are going to be 3 to 5 more key features that will display and detail this game. But right now, we're going to get into the pre-play controls. This year, before each snap, you'll notice several enhancements designed to amplify the strategy of gameplay. Hop routes have undergone a revamp, providing all players access to 12 unique routes. For instance, the Bang 8 route has been incorporated onto the outside receiver tree. The entire route tree is readily available for all quarterbacks without the need of an ability. Defensively, the risk factor associated with run commit has been toned down as well. Traditionally, the risk was conceding a touchdown if the offensive opted for a pass with the reward of potentially being tackled for a loss. Now that mechanic only affects defenders' position in the box. Lastly, we want to introduce custom stems, a new feature that allows you to adjust the distance of a receiver's routes while hot routing. Press R1 or LB to adjust. Move the left stick to modify the distance by a single yard, or the D-pad for alterations in the 5-yard increments. You also can see the route updated in real time. Simply release L1 or LB to confirm your settings. So this video is going to be more featured on the strategy and the pre-play and the post-play reaction, not so much the play call, the playbook, and the actual positioning on the field. So this year, they're going to introduce something called real-time coaching. RTC is making its featured debut this year. It is an adaptive coaching engine designed to authentically enhance both offense and defense CPU gameplay. This RTC engine coaches aggressive possessions on unique adaptive adjustment levels based on you taking risks, you taking those big plays, you actually being conservative, you actually risking the composure of a freshman versus a seasoned veteran on the field. This matters. This means different coaches will react and adapt differently to successful runs or pass, thus creating a more authentic, dynamic, and unpredictable game environment. Additionally, AI now has access to the full range of adjustments just like a human player would. As a result, you can expect to see teams employ adjustments such as shade techniques, showing blitz, run commit, quarterback contain, and spy, just to name a few of the situational adjustments. AI also will recognize and adapt to your offensive personnel. For instance, if you're dominating a team with the inside zone out of 11 personnel, you'll notice the computer tweaking their defensive line, providing a different look to potentially alter your play call. If you have significant success on the ground, you might find some teams are going to start to stack that box. Furthermore, the AI is designed to be aware of your player's ratings and ability. If you have an elite wideout, some teams might double him from the jump or match him up with their top corner. This is an example of best on best matchup strategy enabled by RTC. The defensive AI also has the capable disguising technique and adding another layer of challenging coverage to the gameplay. Situational adjustments are going to be a key feature in this game, in this gameplay, in this play calling of this game. And it's actually going to show that this is not a reskinning of Madden animation or Madden engine play or Madden coding. This is legitimately its own thing. Despite being the first of its kind, this has shown initially significant enhancing pre-snap adjustments, chess-like matches, and scenarios Another successful adjustment is when you see the opposition leading by 3 scores late in the game. In this case, you'll notice them keeping the ball inside and conversely keeping it conservative and keeping that clock running. In conclusion, this is just the first year of the RTC. It's going to have a lot of kinks, a lot of updates, a lot of elements that they're going to add to it, but the groundwork for making this the most realistic, authentic gameplay on both sides of the ball we've ever had before Madden is coming to gameplay. So I'm really excited on how they're going to roll this out, and I'm really excited to see the back and forth that people are going to use online, offline versus computer, competitively. How are they going to roll this out? So football really doesn't offer that much skill for the offensive linemen. They don't offer too many abilities or power-ups or player-to-player usage. But this year, they've actually added a couple of things, so let's talk about it. A new pass protection mechanic has been added, which provides 6 pass protection targeting schemes. These schemes allow players to have increased control over matchups through user interface matchup lines. Players can now see who's targeting who, and indicators will show unblocked defenders. Additionally, the pocket formation on passing plays has been improved to enhance overall gameplay. To maintain the flow of momentum in block interactions, 400 animations have been added. These animations not only cover open field blocking, but also extend to pass blocking, run blocking, point of attack engagements. This delivers an aggressive and a powerful experience in the trenches akin to what is played out on Saturdays. The pass rush and run stopping power of the defense has also seen significant upgrades. The ability for pass rushers to play more pass rush moves more often has been increased. This improvement is back with new animations. Similarly, defenders now have an increased ability to play more shed moves in the run game, also supported with new animations. These upgrades aim to enhance the activity in the trenches to make it feel more lifelike. Another key focus on development was the targeting systems for the fundamental blocking schemes, such as inside and outside zones. The aim here is to increase the user's ability to predict the outcome of the target and be confident that the defender who needs to get to the picked up will be targeted. So I know weather hasn't been a factor in any of these games in the last couple of years, but they seem to be making it a thing here. Throwing or handling the football is a fundamental component of the game. With the introduction of more immersive and realistic aspects, now that will become a little more difficult. The weather now plays a significant role in influencing the outcome of the game, and the effects are far from subtle. First, let's touch on player movement. Harsh weather conditions affect the movement of your players. It is challenging to plant and cut in these conditions, and this will be the first thing you feel. The passing game faces considerable impact when playing under harsh weather conditions as well. Players will notice wobbly passes, impact, pass accuracy, and throwing power, and some of the other game elements will be affected as well by the weather. The chances of drops and fumbles also increase under adverse weather conditions. The ball becomes slippery and harder to hold, and increase the level of turnovers. The aspect means players will have to be extra cautious when holding the ball when using RB, R1 to cover it. This is not a one-way street, however. The weather also makes it harder or more difficult to tackle, making it a little bit challenging as well. Lastly, the weather impacts special teams. If you feel it's hard to hit your kicks and power by accuracy, you're definitely going to feel it in heavy rain or snow. This is drastically going to alter the trajectory, distance, and power, making field goals, punts, a little more challenging and actually going to outcome if you want to take the safe points. So it's a couple things that you guys didn't notice in the trailer. So we just got to talk about them because these are going to be the quality of life things that actually affect the gameplay, and you're actually going to feel the difference between EA College Football and Madden 25. So you want to talk about the possession catches near the sideline. They have added another animation that's actually not in Madden, the walk the line sideline. So when you catch the ball, run the ball near the sideline, you're actually going to be able to walk the tightrope to stay in inbounds. Defensive pursuit has been refreshed to actually represent how real players would chase and or pursue a playmaker in the open field. Playmaker, a fan favorite, is actually coming back from NCAA 13. Right stick on the pass animation has been revamped to actually make it more responsive and user-friendly. And lastly, we have play action. When the play action is called in run situations such as first downs and is less than 3 yards, it affects the run fit and how defenders are going to commit or play the pass. So we got to talk about the kicking game and how important it is to the college football landscape. 1991, wide right, chip shot down the middle to win the 2010 national title. The kicker in the college football plays an important role. You do not want to be that guy. So check this out. The kicking mechanic in this game has changed a little bit. The distance to kick the ball along the kicker's ratings matters. Decide the green or yellow regions of the meter. This means the longer the kick, the lower the rated kicker will have a smaller green zone, making the kick more challenged. It adds an element of strategy to your game, and you'll need to consider the kicker's ability before making a long distance attempt. The speed of the ball moving alongside the accuracy matter, also based on the distance of the kick. So simply put, the further the kick, the faster the kick meter moves. Also, weather will play a factor in how fast or the trajectory of the ball. As the ball is moving alongside, your goal is to lock the ball upon the green portions of the meter by pressing A or X. Once you're locked in, you'll see the power meter fill up to its maximum level, and you'll need to release said A or X before you get into red. Timing is also key in nailing the perfect kick, and that is going to add some elements of the home field advantage, and like I said, with weather. So this is college football. This isn't Madden. You got to swag out. They wanted to add some level of creativity. They wanted to give a different level of fun. So this year you have to choose from 20 different touchdown celebrations, 4 interception celebrations, 4 first down celebrations. So how do we break these out in the game, you ask? Well, what you need to do is when you score, you can press one of 4 directions: right stick, left, right, up, down, left bumper, left, right, up or down, left B, left trigger, right bumper, right trigger. This system allows you to swag out, get the crowd going, get your teammates going, feel the energy in the stadium. If it's against a good enough opponent and it's enough energy in the stadium, the right touchdown play, you can even hit the iconic Heisman pose. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This first phase of EA Sports college football gameplay deep dive has come to an end. We've talked about the option, the passing game, the defense, coaching vision, changes in the aesthetics, changes in the formations, presentation. We've talked about it all. All videos will be linked in the description below. So let me know, what did we miss? What is needed? Are you guys excited? Do you feel the difference between this game and the upcoming Madden game? Till next time, king of the podcast, casual gamer, the contrarian. Run up those like spikes. Like I said, closer we get to 1,000, we got to give a giveaway. We got to do a giveaway when we break 1K. I'm thinking we give away copies of the game.